tweet says, I don't really fuck with when comic book adaptations will show more accurate designs and go, man, aren't you glad we didn't do that? It's especially funny when they try to make it look cheap only for the suits to still look good most of the time. The comic accurate suits debate is something that I have a very firm belief on. And I honestly think this is the objective correct belief, and I'll explain it. And that is the fact that going completely comic accurate to the point where it looks like a Halloween costume is stupid. But going ultra realistic to the point where it doesn't look like the fucking character anymore is also stupid. That should be the common agreement, right? Like, come on. And like, I'm not gonna lie, you cannot tell me that these would look good as their main costumes. Like in WandaVision, like, are we being for real? Like, we're supposed to take Vision somewhat seriously. But like, I'm also not on the side of how they made Vision look in the MCU as well. Random lines that don't need to be there, the colors being different, like what's the point? You could easily have the best of both worlds doing a very accurate design, but also keeping it realistic enough where it doesn't break immersion. Captain America is also a character that I have kind of a gripe with here. Guys, for one, okay, like this is supposed to look goofy and campy. Like, he should not look like, you're supposed to take him somewhat seriously. I also think his suits in the MCU got to a point where, like, what are we doing? They don't look bad necessarily, but I don't like the fact that the colors are so diluted. The area here, like, those are supposed to be straight lines. Like, imagine if the American flag were these colors, the lines were that shape. Like, that's not what it looks like. It's supposed to be the American flag. Is it too much to ask for something like this? This literally would have been perfect. I don't see how this is, like, goofy or campy. I feel like it's grounded enough, but also keeps the same idea of what Captain America should look like. I also forgot to mention, like, this image goes around all the time, and yeah, it's kind of true, but again, like, there is an easy middle ground here. Coming over to Superman, I don't know why people think this is what he should look like in a film. Does this work for a 1978 film? Yeah, it does, but you can't expect this suit to be exactly what he should look like in modern day films. I honestly think the CW did a pretty good job. Like, add texture to the costume, do stuff like that, raise the logo a bit, but keep it, you know, classic still. Seeing this does not break my immersion from the film. It does not look like a Halloween costume to me. For me, it's the reason why I think the Batfleck suit, as much as I have problems with this version of the character, this is the best Batman costume in live action. Straight up, I think it is. The fabric texture is quite literally perfect. Like, this is exactly how I would want Batman to be. Looking like he could easily move around, but not having it be like armor and shit, you know what I mean? That sort of material and texture is what I think most superheroes should be wearing. But don't get me wrong, going back to the original tweet and kind of the example of like, oh, you know, aren't you glad we didn't go with that? It does piss me off sometimes. This being a big example. There's literally a video on YouTube where a guy edited the Hawkeye mask on. It looks great. Like, he looks like a superhero. There's no reason we should not have it, bro. Infamous line from the first X-Men, would you prefer yellow spandex? Yeah, I would. One that pisses me off to no end though is Hulk in purple pants. Why is this something that is so tough to get? I find it so weird. Incredible Hulk referenced the purple pants, and it's like, what's the big deal? What's so goofy about purple pants? It's a fucking color. Like, what? Seriously, what? Like, I don't understand why in the MCU the Hulk has not worn purple pants. Like, I'm going crazy with this one now because literally no one can explain. I don't think purple is that goofy of a fucking color. It really isn't. It's fucking purple. Sorry, I'm going too much on that one. Overall point is either or, going way too much in either direction is a stupid idea. You can easily find a middle ground for literally every superhero suit ever. I stand on this point.